Hey, we're back, motherfuckers. Ooh.
Oh, God.
Ooh. God damn.
Where am I?
You're in a John Oliver-esque void. That's a little last week tonight joke for you. Yeah.
No.
Sorry, folks. We're out of practice.
I would have gone
right?
with it. I would have at least gone with like a Matrix reference on that one.
We're not talking about the Matrix yet. Although, doesn't that fucking come out this year?
Well, I wasn't talking about the new one. I was talking about the old one.
Yeah. I mean, I like the Matrix. Don't get me wrong. Reloaded and Revolutions are good in their own right, but like the first one's fucking tops. Like,
yeah,
you don't really get more tops than the first one. Holy shit, dude. We are gonna have to like find our groove again.
I know.
Because literally
we haven't done this for a month.
Dude, literally the last fucking thing we posted was on August 30th.
Well, and that's
the 30th.
That's the audio only. I have like 6 things to edit for YouTube.
But like dude, it's been so long. Like, is there any point in posting that shit? Like, none of the stuff we talked about is relevant now.
I don't care. It is YouTube is our archive. We need to keep that.
Dude, nothing we talked about is relevant at all.
Matter. When is anything we talk about relevant?
Fair point. You're not wrong. You're not
Lemmy
wrong.
or Fives?
That is Lemmy.
Losing his fucking mind.
No, again, like I told you, Monday is our bulky pickup day, so we've got a bunch of stuff like just like strewn about the front of my yard. And so like the scavengers are out, man. The rays are out.
The guy to go, like everyone who goes and picks for metal.
Everyone's trying to get their portions, man. They just want to get their portions. That's all.
Just they get their portions.
Mm-hmm.
1/4 portion.
No, and it's like some of the stuff we put out there was like from the not even the previous owners of the house, but like the first owner of the house, the guy what died in here.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, Bill. Yeah, he so anytime a door closes,
was it violent or was it peaceful?
No. That dude he expired. We'll put it that way. He expired.
So it was peaceful.
Yeah. So anytime like a door closes or we get a draft or something weird happens, we're like, God damn it, Bill. But he had done a bunch of like the work on this house, right?
Okay.
So there's just a bunch of like supplies in the garage, like floorboarding, drywall, and all like wainscoting. That's a new word I learned today. Wainscoting. And we just had it sitting around like, man, we don't fucking need this. We just chucked it out there. So like, I'm sure I've got like a bunch of rabid contractors seeing all this stuff out there and like, fucking get everyone over here. You know, so that's likely what Lemmy is reacting to, because you cannot walk 50 feet in front of this house without him bellowing that someone's walking 50 feet in front of our house.
He doesn't get like that when I show up.
No, he's not even the danger, man. Fives is the danger. That dog gets so stoked when people walk in here, and that tail could take out kneecaps, man. Like he's nearly dropped me a few times. He's great. He is the dopiest, dumbest dog I have ever had, but he is also the dog with the most personality that I've ever had. That's absolutely true. So yeah, it's been a bit. We haven't been around. Okay. September got real lifey. As I think I've heard our friends at Nerd Herder say. That was a really good one. I'm stealing it.
It's real lifey.
Life got lifey. And,
I can see that.
And but we're back. We're back now. And not only are we back, but we're back with the 4th annual Holloweiner special, man.
I mean, we kind of have to make up for the fact that we didn't do a 4th anniversary episode.
Yeah. We ran right past our 4-year anniversary. Just ran right past it. Didn't acknowledge it. It's like, whatever.
Yeah.
But, we could talk about that. We could talk about that real quick. I mean, 4 years, dude.
Yeah, 4 years.
4 years. We started this shit September 2017. I think we actually recorded our first episode like tail end of August, right? 2017?
Believe so.
That's when we did the pilot. And, God damn it, Lemmy. Like, you are embarrassing me in front of the internet.
I mean,
Jesus.
Just waiting until my daughter wakes up. I mean, I've got the baby monitor right here. You'll hear it.
So we're going real professional. I got a dog barking in the background. You're gonna have to put Sophie in a front loader, and we're gonna It's gonna be a memorable
if
one.
she wakes up. She might not wake up.
If Lemmy barks any louder, he's gonna wake her up. So hell. Anyway, where was I?
4 years.
Dude,
first episode was tail end of August.
How could you imagine? We've been doing this shit for 4 years. Like, can you imagine? Like, wrap your fucking head around that. It's insane to me. It's insane to me. I haven't had bands that lasted this long. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say, I was like, well, I mean, what? I was like, what's your longest band?
HKT, but that was
HKT?
but it wasn't congruent, right? Like we were active we were a band for about 10 years, but it wasn't 10 congruent years. Like there was time when Muff was away and stuff like that. But this is a long lasting fucking project, and I don't know, man. It's
been fun.
Fuck yeah, dude. And it's kind of cool because, with music, and we had a whole series about this where it was such an integral part of my life playing music that this became the next chapter, right? In terms of like creative endeavors. And we talked about how important it is to have creative endeavors because me speaking for myself, I can't just work, shit, eat, sleep, and repeat. I've got to have something else.
That's basically what ended up with September.
Exactly. That's what it was. And I was going fucking crazy, dude. Like I was losing my shit. So it's cool. Cause like this was the next project. This was the next chapter. And to make 4 years and still plug away at it with, friends we've made and communities that we've been a part of, it's really cool. And it's one of those things where like we've talked about this ad nauseum, how you get into podcasting, especially if you're a smaller podcast, you start getting obsessed with numbers and downloads and, who's watching. But it's this stuff. It's this stuff. Yeah. It's the fact that like we are two adult men with lives, right? Jobs, obligations, kids in your instance. But we still find time to hang out. And this is, this is a good time to hang out, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is a good excuse to hang and to talk and, carve out a little bit of time for ourselves.
Yeah. And our friends, speaking of which.
Hey!
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello, Clarice.
Appropriate.
Very good. Very good.
Yes. See, I've got the whole place decked out, as you can see. Yeah.
That is awesome. Is that like a Vader pumpkin?
That is a Darth Vader pumpkin.
That is
I got my Batman pumpkin. Tiff is on the stripper pole back there because we keep it classy around here, obviously. Chuck is on the bed back there, so yeah.
I was going to ask where the stripper pole was, so you beat me to it.
Right there, center of the frame too.
Damn Skippy. Hello, Brad.
Hey, Des, how you doing?
I'm okay. I'm tired. I've walked a lot the last 2 days.
You're globetrotting, as we see.
Well, I have a medical procedure in Manhattan on Wednesday, and they made me come up yesterday for the COVID test. And I forgot how many months ago they were like, all right, you're going to have to stay in the city for it. And then thinking I had to quarantine for like 5 days. And they're telling me I don't have to. So I'm like, I'm in Manhattan with nothing to do for 5 days.
Oh wow.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't made my way up to New York City yet, so I'm sure it's lovely.
It's luckily enough where I met up with a friend of mine. She was working in a bar down in like the East Village, and so I walked all the way down there, and I drank quite a bit this afternoon. And I don't remember for all the drinks I had, I think I paid $15 for all of it.
Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, we only drink. I don't drink at all anymore, but
like I don't want.
I mean,
well, we've talked about this before. I hate drinking. I mean,
it's a cost benefit ratio, right? Like, like for getting into the Halloween shit, we do every year when we can. We do what's called Halloween pub run downtown in San Antonio, and we didn't go in 2020 for obvious reasons, but we went this year. And like, it was probably because I was there kind of like keeping everything on an even keel. And I hope she's not watching. I'm sorry, dear, if you are. I'm sorry. But my wife got so fucking drunk. Like, she let all the hair down, all of it. And she was living her best life. And the best part was like she got about like 10 or 12 mixed drinks all the way through the night. Like, I mean, she fucking went for it, dude. And we were at a bar towards the tail end of the night, and she's fucking plastered. She's having a great time. And she's trying to say, like, I'm sorry, I'm a lightweight. I'm like, no, dear. A lightweight has like 2 mixed drinks, falls the fuck over, and then you got to take care of them the rest of the night. You're almost a dozen deep, and you're still upright. Like, I was proud.
Yeah. I forgot how many Tito's and grapefruit juice I had. Every time I turned around, the glass was my glass was full again, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, when in Rome, when in New York.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man.
And I learned the hard lesson that Vans are skateboarding shoes. They're not meant for walking.
Yeah, I know, because if I have to wear closed-toed shoes and they're not my work boots, it's Chuck Taylors. So yeah, there's no support there. You are sacrificing support for aesthetic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if I don't wear Vans, I have 28 pairs of Chucks to pick from. So
look, they're universal. Okay.
Yes.
I mean, they look good. They're relatively functional. I mean, your feet are gonna hurt, but fuck it, they look great. Mm-hmm. And you can wear them out to dinner, to a club. I train in them. I come on. I mean, they're perfect.
They're part of, when I shoot weddings, they're a part of my wedding contract. I say, you will buy me a pair in the color of your choosing, and I will wear them to the wedding. They match, they're clean, and every time I wear them, I'll think of the couple afterwards. And so, yeah. So,
dude, that's so cool, though, because you have a rider. You're like Ozzy Osbourne in the dressing room. It's like, I need all chocolate M&Ms and appropriate Chucks of this color. Yeah, that's awesome. That's some rock star shit.
Yep. And my wife is like, you seriously going to do it? And yeah, couples eat it up, because I've got a pair with I've got 2 different pairs with dates embroidered on the back of it of the wedding day. And so, I mean, it's such a sweet gesture for people, but it fuels an addiction to the nth level.
That's cool.
So you're all decked out for Halloween. Brad, what are you doing back there?
I'm still unpacking an apartment.
Did you move already, or did you move again?
No, we moved already, but we just recently had to get more furniture because we didn't have spots for everything. Like, I only just recently, we cleared out some more stuff from the living room. I got the second bookshelf built and put up.
Okay.
I got my stuff put up on that, and then I've got another bookshelf right here for next to the computer. We're decked out. I mean, we've got. Hold on. There we go.
Wow.
Yeah.
That, and you move at a glacial pace when you do anything.
Well, that's what happens when I have to go to work 10 hours every day.
True. Hey, on a technical level, can you guys hear me okay? I got a new portable microphone that I've been this is the first time testing it tonight. So
no,
sounds great. You're coming in great. So okay, so I gotta ask, because we're doing the Holloweiner special. Did you expect us to approach this from a mature standpoint?
No, I'm hoping you didn't. If you would have, I'd be worried.
No, oh god, didn't we do one Holloweiner special with Eric and Muff?
Yeah. Not.
I think, was that number 2 or 3?
No, I actively encourage people not to go into the back catalog. Stay the fuck out of that. We have adopted culture since we've it's, if you think we're crass now, don't go further back. Don't go further back. Just stay right here in the pocket. We're good right here. But yeah, the Holloweiner special has always kind of been a big thing for me. I'm a huge I really, really love Halloween, and I really dig Christmas, which is weird for an atheist, granted, but I choose to lean into the commercial aspects of it. That's kind of my jam. But we go all out for Halloween. If I could take you on a tour of our downstairs, it's decked out head to toe. The outside is a is a graveyard / torture chamber with lighting and stuff. Like we go nuts.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
And we try to do things that are like spooky season appropriate. Like we kind of populate that time with cool stuff like pub run. And prior to the pandemic, we would go to the Six Flags theme park when they do Fright Fest. We do that. We got one more night of going out on the docket. October 30th, Saturday night, the St. Mary's Strip downtown. They turn it into a giant block party. It's a massive amount of fun.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah. And it like, I don't care how old you get. Everyone likes dressing up, you know?
Yeah. I mean, come on. That's what cosplaying is all about. So if you go to these conventions, it's like Halloween every day. So, I mean,
it's awesome.
God. I still always remember the year that me and Brooke joined you and your wife at the Six Flags thing.
Oh yeah. You guys did go with us one time.
Yeah. Brooke got scared by a zombie. That was hilarious.
Oh yes.
Okay, wait, here we go. So we did this. How long was it after I got fired from Worldwide?
Oh god.
How long was it? I think it was like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it wasn't that long after.
It wasn't that long. I had just lost my job.
Oh no.
And I'm sitting there like I'm kind of like, this was kind of like a pick me up, and like Kevin like called me up and he's all like, man, what? Yeah. He's like, man, why, like, come out with us, let's just enjoy the night. You've had it rough lately, like let's go out and let's forget about this thing. I'm like, yeah, you know what, you're right. And so we're having a great time. We're walking through all the different sections for Fright Fest, and we stop at the one where it's like witches and like plague doctors and everything. And we're sitting down on a bench and we're just watching people get the crap scared out of them. It's hilarious. Suddenly, for some reason, this witch, this lady dressed up as a witch, comes up to us, gets in my face, and like kind of in an aggressive tone is just like, why don't you get a job? And I was like, I'm trying. I was like, what the hell?
This lady had no idea. She had no fucking clue. He was unemployed. Yeah. Like my wife and I were just like, fuck.
That takes like, House of Horrors to a new level.
I was like, cut him deep, lady. Shit. It was awesome.
Yeah, that happened.
House of Psychological Horrors.
I'm telling you, man. Like, that's kind of a running theme with us around spooky season. Like, the most absurd shit always happens to us around this time of year. Like, we go out to pub run and absurd shit happens.
Kevin's been molested twice now.
It happened again this year. It did. So like 2019, I was Jason Voorhees, right? One of my best costumes. And like people were all about Jason Voorhees. And I've told this story ad nauseum, so I'm going to try to truncate it here. End of the night, I'm on the dance floor. People are trying, like two ladies are trying to dance on me. The socially awkward 13-year-old, came to the surface, didn't know what to do. So I just kind of like raised the machete in the air, like I was going to hack them to pieces. And in my head, I'm like, they're going to think this is funny. Ha 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 ha. They'll move on. They didn't move on. They were really into Jason. And I did not know what to do. And at some point, someone grabbed my equipment, as it were.
Your own personal sword?
Yeah. They went for the sheathed machete, if you will. And then flash forward to 2021. Now, admittedly, my costume didn't get much of the attention this year. I was Indiana Jones from Temple of Doom. And now, granted, my costume kicked ass this year. Not saying it, but my wife's costume, she was Laura Croft. And so when we saw the whole ensemble put together this year, I immediately knew, I'm like, oh, you are going to be very popular tonight. You are going to make a lot of people's fantasies come true tonight. Sure as Shinola at one of the bars, she's, a couple drinks deep. She's vibing. Like, I don't dance. I'm not I'm no rhythm, no coordination or ability to dance.
Elaine from Seinfeld, probably.
But like possibly worse, because I've never attempted it. I've just innately known like I do not belong on a dance floor. And Boop is absolutely right. My wife is a smoke show. Okay. I mean, she has no why she has lowered her standards to this will never not surprise me.
Okay.
So she's on the dance floor vibing, right? And there's another young lady that's also vibing. So they start dancing, right? This lady starts dancing very suggestively with my wife. And she tells my wife I'm going to make your husband jealous. Madam, jealous is not one of the things you're about to make me, right? So they are dancing. They back up into me and they are dancing. And at some point, somebody who I still don't know who, one of the two reached down, grabbed my fucking shit again. This is now 2 years in a row. I have gone downtown to have a party and someone has just groped me. I've been groped twice. I mean, worse things could happen.
Where in there is the complaint at this point?
Oh, I'm not complaining. Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. No. I am just stating the absurdity that I can't go out dressed up without getting groped. I mean, like I said, worse things could happen.
Yeah. I mean, I was surprised when he told me about the Jason Voorhees one, but I mean,
I think everyone was.
I mean, he was Temple of Doom Indy. That's when Indy's like all cut up and he's got a shirt barely hanging off of him. I'm like,
look,
and Harrison Ford is kind of hot in those. It is. I mean,
I'm no Harrison Ford, clearly. I mean, but there were fans of my costume, but they were all like middle-aged dudes, like okay. So at one point we're walking through Alamo Plaza where the Alamo is. And there's always a police officer on guard in that area at all times.
Protecting the basement.
Sure. I mean, in case Ozzy shows up again and wants to piss on the cenotaph. You know, you never know. So, yeah. So there's a cop there, and our group is acting like they're a few deep. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And my wife goes up to this cop to apologize, and she's like, "I'm sorry for my friends." And the cop looks at her and says, "You're with Indiana Jones. You can get away with anything you want." And I was like, "How far does this extend?" Because, I mean, if I can get away with anything, let's see how far we can push this. You know, but that was the extent of the people that were a fan of my costume. It's just mostly middle-aged dudes.
Okay.
I'm proud of it though.
Everybody just has all the good Halloween fun. I mean, at least for this year, I mean, Books Kenobi's going as Darth Vader, so I'm kind of happy about that. And so I'm going to get my money's worth out of my damn helmet. So I'm going to go as the Mama DeLorean. So you better believe, I mean, I paid enough money for that damn helmet. I'm going to find any freaking excuse to wear it.
You don't need an excuse. I would go to the post office with that thing.
I was about to say.
I would
do it. Do it. Des, we live in the apocalypse. There's no rules. There's no rules anymore.
It makes the best mask ever. I mean, really.
There are no rules anymore. Just go for it. Full
tilt. If Kevin had it, he would do the same thing with the Green Ranger helmet. And
yes.
His wife would be lucky if he took it off for sex. Just saying.
Oh, it's not coming off.
Exactly.
At all. No, that's the only protection I'll wear.
Oh my god.
No, sir. If I get a Green Ranger helmet, every bit of my business throughout the day will be conducted with that helmet. I will go to work in it. I will go to the bathroom in it. I will go to the post office, grocery shopping, McDonald's drive-thru. I will do the full thing. That it will never come off.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And the dragon dagger will be on his person at all times.
Sheathed at all times. I will open carry my dragon dagger.
Oh, really now?
Yeah, and then I'm going to find Hot Wheels Abbott. I'm going to crush him with the Dragon Zord.
That's worth the price of admission right there.
Oh, I hate that guy. Anyway.
Who do you hate more, though? Him or Dan Patrick?
Oh, my God. Okay.
I mean,
this is difficult. You have just asked me a tough question because, like,
fuck, marry, kill. Dan Patrick, Greg Abbott.
Who's the third?
Dan Crenshaw.
Oh God! Oh, the fucking trifecta. Okay.
Oh, I could have said Alan West, but these just
Okay.
COVID
Could've gone
gets him
Alex
first.
Jones.
I had to go for the Texas trifecta on this one. So
That's true.
Okay.
Dan Crenshaw, Dan Patrick, Greg Abbott, murder, fuck, and marry.
Okay. Marry Dan Patrick so I can divorce his ass and take half of his shit. Kill Greg Abbott, obvious reasons. That's a joke, internet. I'm not actually planning on doing it. It's a joke. Fucking send the goddamn Texas Rangers to my house. And then fuck Dan Crenshaw because fuck Dan Crenshaw, right?
I mean, Dan Crenshaw, well, I can't even say the asshole's name. Crenshaw actually looks like he's kind of built too. So, you know, I mean, he's only got one eye. So, I mean, I could probably, you know, you could probably put anything in front of his face. And at one point, you know, who knows what he would, you know.
Yeah, I would definitely, you know what? I'm going to go for it. I would like to fuck that veneer of intelligence right off of him that everyone ascribes to him. Like, oh, he's rather clever and blah, blah, blah. No, that guy's a fucking idiot. I mean, he's a fucking idiot. The only thing clever about Dan Crenshaw is how gerrymandered his district is. That is a clever application of geometry. That's all that is. That's the only clever part about him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, woo. Yeah, you know what? That's the most Halloween theme ever. You know what's what's the spookiest thing ever? Gerrymandering.
Fucking Republicans. That's probably the scariest thing ever.
Oh my God. It's a party that has abandoned everything. It's an entire platform. Like, we're just going to trigger the libs, and that's how we're going to govern. I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. We live in the apocalypse. There's no more rules. Just fucking do whatever you want to do. Like anarchy. Let's just go full anarchy. And I know Boop will appreciate that. Full anarchy.
That's right.
Fuck it.
Boop and I have a little bit of common from our past. So I'd like to say, you know, as an adult now, I'm enjoying Halloween more than I did as a kid. Because, you know, I mean, for me, Halloween was my parents taking me to a department store and saying, here, have some candy. Like, I wasn't allowed to go trick-or-treating as a kid. And I hated that. I hated it.
Oh, that's awful.
Full anarchy.
Yes.
It's like, I mean, now at my age, I take my kids trick-or-treating and I live vicariously through, you know, it's like if there's almond joys in the bag, at least I know that I can steal them and I will. That's where Mama puts her rain down in the house and says, if there's almond joys, it's Mama law. Mama gets them.
Yeah, I'd be lying if I said that when I would hand out candy, I would not try to hoard the Reese's for myself. I'd be lying if I said that I didn't do that because I will intentionally give a kid a Snickers so I can hold on to an extra Reese's. Yeah, I got a problem with Reese's. Me and Reese's Pumpkins do a tango.
Yeah, I've been there at his place for passing out candy, and yeah, it happens.
Are you the full size candy bar? Or are you the snack size candy bar?
I only do snack size because I'm not looking to start a war with my neighbors. That's all. Because like I don't want to embarrass them too much. You know, I already kind of flexed on them pretty hard with the exterior decorations. You know, I don't. I want to keep an even keel. You know, now. If I said that I wasn't wanting to go full size and just shower these kids with cavities and pre-diabetes, I'd be lying because I want to. You know, if I could slingshot full size candy bars to these kids, like straight up social distance candy bars at them.
I mean, we already had that plan. I have slingshots. I know I can make a potato cannon.
Why have you not?
Ooh, because I have a wife who knows how to keep me in line.
Why is it that we have spouses that keep us in line? That is just not fair.
Otherwise, the world would be gone by now.
See, I think it depends, right? Like in Brad's case, she's probably keeping a tight lid on those homicidal tendencies of his. With my wife, it's keeping me from making stupid decisions, which I'm pretty well known for.
I mean, shouldn't that also be considered homicidal tendencies of being stupid decisions?
No, because I'm far
stupid decisions could lead to the homicidal stuff, but you know,
definitely not intentionally. I'm too lazy for homicide, like way too lazy for it.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm like 5 of these. Oh wait, the camera's there. I'm like 5 of these in.
God,
Wow.
you're not even gonna get an eye twitch out of that, man.
I'm not.
Not even close.
Arnold Palmer and Don Julio are having a party in my cup.
Man,
But there's no strawberry quick in there or anything this time?
No.
he's not mainlining syrup.
No, not this time.
It could be like my day yesterday.
Mostly because I just didn't have time because again I worked today. I worked until 6 and then I got home I worked till 6, went and picked up my wife, came home, made her dinner, and then I set all this up, got her to bed, and then we logged off.
Somebody tweeted something today where they got some like Grogu stuff in and some books and like it was a good day. And I ended it with, wait, it's better than giving out chick tracts like one of the families at my church. Oh,
what's a chick tract?
Oh, they're the little tiny little books that are like, do you know Jesus? Jesus is the way.
And they're
like
little
sometimes
Bibles.
They're like little cartoons and oh God, they used to have ones with like the 4 spiritual laws. What the fuck? I don't even have a fucking clue what they were, but it was like all I remember was this drawing of 2 cliffs, and there was like a cross laying over it. With Jesus, you could cross over, and without it, you'd fall into some pit. So yeah, the fuckers that would give out chick tracts with Halloween, like, I'm sorry, that's a house you don't toilet paper, you shit in their yard.
No, I'm escalating this. I'm taking this a step further in the spirit of Halloween. When someone does that shit, when they commit that level of transgression against Halloween, you should impale them on their lawn as an ode to Vlad the Impaler. Again, internet joke. I'm not saying actually impale people. Just a joke. I escalate. But yes, that's fucking
impaling evangelicals, though. I mean, they're so like hell bent on the rapture. I mean, it's like, they might appreciate it. Get
to live out a Slayer song.
That's why I want to put like helium in like 100 sex dolls and just release them and see what happens.
See, I like your Professor Chaos angle on it. I like that.
And see where they land. Oh my god,
that's brilliant. That's brilliant.
So, what are your thoughts on this whole? Wait, I have one in my Bible bag. Hang on.
We're gonna have to get Boop in here. We're gonna have to see. Boop, you got to join us. Can you join us?
Join us, darling. Come on.
Jump in if you can.
Let's say, Kevin, where's the link?
We could share stories about our past because our parents did the same thing. So, and I found out the day that when Boop actually told me, I swear to God, I almost lost it. I was just like, there is just no way that this is actually happening. And so,
oh man,
I think the worst part was one year we ended up doing like this. All the pastors and their families did like a retreat. I swear it was around Halloween weekend. That was the one time we could go trick-or-treating to the other doors of the other families. And I was like, oh, this is stupid. It's like,
welcome.
It's nuts.
Oh my gosh.
It's so freaking nuts.
Oh my gosh.
Somebody goofed. Yes. This is a genuine chick track.
Fucking God.
Oh, man.
Someone gave it to me at work. And I was like, oh, this is an antique. I need this. And oh, sweet Jesus, it is special.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
Because when people hand me stuff like that, like there's like this Jehovah's Witness lady that I have to service her apartment every so often. She always hands me material. Like I'm just too polite because I'm like, yeah, oh, thanks. You have a great day. But in my head, I want to just look at it and be like, I'm a Satanist. And just stare at them and just see how dead eyes can I get?
Hail Satan.
Just to freak them out so I don't have to deal with this anymore. Like okay, so like I was in my garage as I am wont to do training, and the Mormons show up, and I don't give them a hard time. They're doing their thing, whatever. But like I'm blasting death metal, guys. and they still want to come up and talk to me. I'm like, do I need a neon sign out here?
Mean, I got into a truck with you while you were blasting death metal.
Read the fucking room, man.
But at least if you become a Mormon, you'll get your own planet someday.
Exactly.
Planet Kev. I mean,
that sounds
terrible.
terrible.
Want to visit that planet.
That sounds awful.
It sounds greasy.
It probably smells like beer.
It probably smells like my knee sleeves, and it's not great. Like, no. Like,
it can't be any worse than when I left home on Thursday. The armpits of my 9-year-old when I hugged her. There's nothing.
Oh, that's a special age.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Oh, no.
It doesn't get better because, like, it doesn't matter. Teenagers in general just fucking smell.
I'm like 8 years and 2 months away from that.
Yeah. Yeah. Teenagers just smell. Once they get to that age, they just smell. Like,
They just stink.
Dude, really. Really. Like, I've recounted the story before when my nephew was staying with us. He's 15. Like, trying to figure out the source of the smell in the room he was staying in, because I was like, okay, this is acrid. This is terrible. There is something to this. It cannot just be the fact that he's inhabiting a space and it's permeating with stank. Like, there's got to be a jack-off sock around here somewhere that, you know, I couldn't find anything, and I had to come to the awful conclusion that no, he just smells. Like, there's just something smelly about the guy.
Yeah. He smells like Rob Zombie looks.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Like, I picture Brendan Fraser in Encino Man when they first unearth him. That, like,
it's a hot man.
Well, yes. I mean, admittedly, even now, I don't care I don't care what people say.
Don't get me started.
I will die for Brendan Fraser.
Absolutely.
Like,
what's that old line from Seinfeld? Not that there's anything wrong with it.
Exactly. Like, go ahead.
I have a Halloween question. What is everybody's thoughts on this bullshit trunk and treat?
Kids deserve candy, but come on, man, let them go to a door.
Yeah. I mean, like, so I'm assuming that this is an alternative to trick-or-treating, so people don't have to go to other people's doors, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And to keep them at church. That's it.
Is that it?
They'll put them in the parking lot, and then the whole deal is, your baby kitties.
Baby.
Yeah.
Random animals.
I mean, Boop, can you explain trunk or treat probably better than I can? Because I'll without the swear words, because that's where I'd do the swear word version of it. So
no, you're fine. Basically, in a church parking lot, you have a bunch of church members line their trunks, and you get kids in Bible-friendly costumes coming up and, you know, getting candy from a bucket and saying, "God bless you," you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
it's gonna be interesting.
I love how everything that, like, all of us are talking shit about. It's like, that was my childhood.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes,
it's still kind of my current, but like
I was like, I grew up in the Mormon church. Check.
Yeah.
Trunk or treating. Check.
Yeah.
Cult. Check.
Yeah. Okay, so, like, from the standpoint of, like, is it some kind of Halloween experience for these kids? Are they getting a somewhat normal version of it? Like,
it depends on where you go. Some places have a Halloween, some places have a harvest festival.
Sure.
My mom,
Harvest Festival. That's
my mom was all about the Harvest Festival because, like your family, we didn't do Halloween. We went to the movies, so and saw like Pixar or something.
Yep.
Okay.
Wasn't allowed to do Halloween stuff at school, so.
I mean, I would say as long as there's a semblance of Halloween, right? Like, if the kids get to dress up and maybe they get to dress up as something scary, then we're good. But trunk or treat or not, man, church or not, you better shower them with candy. I mean,
yes,
like,
agreed.
They had better go into a diabetic coma by the end of the night, or puke all over your rug, because they need the authentic Halloween experience.
Yes.
You know.
If they don't swallow at least one razor blade, then what's the point?
Exactly. I mean, come on, live on the edge.
I keep seeing
Literally.
all these news things like, be careful. They will put,
God.
THC edibles in
No, they
you give them
won't.
out to your
Those are
kids. And
expensive.
I'm
Exactly.
like, which house is it?
Right?
I'm like,
Let me go.
Like, what motherfucker gonna spend $40 on that crap and then give
Look.
it to kids
Now,
and
look.
not watch what happens?
Look,
Exactly.
as a stoner, we do live by certain etiquette, right? What's mine is yours. That is a tried and true stoner philosophy. What's mine is yours. We are sharing people.
sharing is caring.
Exactly.
Exactly. However, I am also a frugal man, and if I spend the amount of money I need to spend illicitly here in Texas to get edibles, I'm not just handing that shit out to kids.
No.
Fuck those kids. Fuck them kids. Like, that's my shit.
Right.
Now, razor blades.
Yes.
Those are cheap. Wow, I
Those
shouldn't have
is
said
cheap.
that. I shouldn't
No,
have
you
said
shouldn't.
that.
I can't wait for you to get swatted. It's gonna be so funny.
Wasn't there one year it's like there was razor blades and apples or some shit?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, first of all, fuck you for the razor blade. Second of all, fuck you for the apple.
Yeah. No, if you give fruit,
Like, who gives
Halloween.
apples out?
No,
Exactly.
I love apples. I'm a huge fan of fruit. But if you give that shit out
Yes.
on Halloween, you deserve to get jumped by like a cavalcade of dressed up children with piñata sticks. Like, you
Yes.
deserve that. Because
You deserve Sam from Halloween or from Trick or Treat to come
Exactly.
to your home.
Exactly, because that's just egregious. That's just egregious. Like, they can get fruit any other day. Okay, they can get fruit any other day. We only get
Exactly.
Reese's pumpkins once a year. Okay, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Until they change slightly and become Reese's Christmas trees.
Yeah, trees. Yeah.
Trees are great
Yeah.
too. I mean,
Are
just
they
Reese's in general.
trees or are they butt plugs? I swear they look more like butt plugs than
It
trees.
depends on how adventurous you are.
I'm good with both, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm good
Yeah.
with both. I mean, I'm down with both.
Reese's butt.
You need to hold on to that because that is a
That's money right there.
exactly.
That's a t-shirt waiting to happen.
Yes.
I'm gonna take
Yes.
a drive to Hershey. I gotta live about an hour away from Hershey, so I'm gonna be like, "Dear Hershey, what really market you need chocolate flavored butt plugs. I mean, come on
Pound
now."
on the door, bang on the front door, and be like, "I've got a fucking idea."
You need to hear me.
Exactly. Dude, I'm just saying, the guy, the hot Cheetos seasoning, that flaming hot seasoning was,
That dude's rich.
yeah, and he was like a janitor. He was just like a janitor at Frito-Lay. Now, granted, Frito-Lay fucking sucks, but like
Yes.
the dude was just a janitor, and he came up with the seasoning set for life. Des, pursue the butt plug Reese's idea. Go after it full force.
Listen to
I
your
mean,
heart, mama. Just do it.
Exactly. Go for it.
You got this.
It's just when it melts up in there, don't come calling to me. I'm
Well, I
sorry.
mean,
Melts in your butt, not in your hand.
It's an edible substance, so I mean, you should eat it fast enough.
You do not want sugar anywhere near that situation. Absolutely not.
a hyperactive butthole. No one wants that.
No, that's a trip to Taco Bell. That'll give you a hyperactive butthole real quick. Oh man, I love it. So, okay, guys, we're 43 minutes into this fucking disaster. So let's cover some of our best and worst. This can be anything best and worst. Costumes, parties, you name it. So, who wants to go first?
Well, what's the question? Let's best.
What's best and worst Halloween?
Anything dealing with Halloween, costume, party, experience, whatever. Let's fucking get into it.
Oh man.
God.
I mean, much like Des, I have only recently become the disciple of Halloween that I am today.
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't have very many good experiences for Halloween, which is sad.
I have more experiences now as a parent
Yeah.
than I had prior to that. I think because of that, just because of my background. It was just,
Right.
I mean, just everyone seeing the joy of Halloween growing up. It was like we lived just like a parallel universe from it. It was just, we were always taught the negative side of it.
Yep.
And
That's pagan shit right there.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
And,
Don't get me
it's
started
that-
on Christmas.
Oh God, Chris, and what about Boop? Christmas on a Sunday?
Oh my god. All day at church.
Thank you.
God.
So
And then going to the warehouse.
God help me if it fell on a testimony Sunday. Jesus.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like we couldn't open gifts until the afternoon.
Yep.
Uh-uh,
We were at
Yep.
church from 6 a.m. until like 6 p.m.
No,
all freaking day.
You can tell who grew up religious and who was just like, no, why?
no,
Let's not even talk about New Year's either.
Oh
We're not
my
going to go
God.
New Year's.
We're gonna pray in the New Year's, guys. We're gonna
We're gonna bring Jesus into the new year.
exactly.
I hate to break it to you, but if he wanted to come back, he would. He's not. Like the
He's
last
just
time
chilling.
the last time he was here, we nailed him to a tree. Like, would you want to go back to that place? Hell no. Like, can you just imagine everyone up there is like, hey, Christ, I mean, come on, we got to do this Revelations thing. It's got to happen. It's like, fuck that noise. Did you see what happened to me last time? I had to resurrect myself. Fuck that noise.
Did you read my Yelp review? Did you read?
Jesus' Yelp review, Earth, 1 star.
Yes. Which is pretty much the book of Revelations, if you read it right.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
WTF, Judas? Question mark.
The service was shit.
I got
Maybe 2 stars. He was a good kisser.
I gotta
Yeah.
say, like, I think I lucked out because even though I grew up in a Mormon family, I grew up in kind of like the section of the family that wasn't quite so Mormon, so I still got the holidays. It wasn't like super religious. I remember, like, I would say probably like some of my best memories was for Halloween. Every Halloween, Disneyland did this special trick or treat event where they give you like a limited edition, like they gave you a special pillowcase that they only made that year. And it was like Disney characters like dressed up in Halloween costumes, and you went to like the different rides and different the different stores, and you trick or treated at Disneyland, basically.
I would do that. That sounds actually pretty cool.
No, it's I don't know if
You
they
know
still
what?
do it, but it was awesome.
Yes, they do.
They
Because
do.
that is my best.
That's
That is my
awesome.
best Halloween experience. We went to the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party a couple years ago with some of our best friends. And that was the most fun I've had as an adult on Halloween.
Yeah.
It was absolutely incredible. The song from the parade still gets stuck in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh no, we
It
went.
is-
There were some years we went where people who were in the park dressed up in costume actually got to join the parade.
Oh wow.
And sure enough, if my mother wasn't like, "Go get in the parade," I'm like, "I don't want to get in the parade, mother." It's like, I'm getting a picture.
would be
Get in the
funny.
parade.
We need to take Kev so that he can get groped by Mickey.
Yes.
You know what? Fucking let's go for it.
Let's do it.
I've only been to Disneyland one time. Like, so and it was like in the middle of the summer.
I want to go to Galaxy's Edge.
Yes.
It's
See,
amazing.
so
cool.
dude, I have to go to California next year for my cousin's wedding. Right, my cousin lives out in Orange County, and that is literally on the agenda. I'm going to Galaxy's Edge. I'm gonna build a lightsaber.
Ooh.
I am going to drink my weight in blue milk. I'm going to steal the Millennium Falcon somehow. I'm gonna steal it. It's coming home with me. I don't know how I'm gonna manage that, but it's coming home with me. I can't wait because I see all the cool pictures. I'm like, man, that looks fucking awesome.
I know. My co-host Andres just went a little while ago, and I'm just like, I hate you. 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 Because he went to a wedding too, and they like went at the last minute. So, but I mean, I'd actually have to say my favorite Halloween memory probably was about a little bit over 10 years ago when I actually was a professional mascot for a hockey team.
Mhm.
And that was more fun dressing up the mascot and then anything and just like freaking people out. I think the one year, I mean, this was like a fat lion and ended up going against like fat Elvis, with like furry shag purple, like sideburns.
Yeah.
And, the whole jumpsuit, the whole 9 yards. And oh my God, I had more fun that year than I could probably ever begin to tell you, because it's like, already as a mascot, I was chaos personified. But on Halloween, though, oh my gosh, it was so much fun.
Brilliant.
Oh,
Brilliant.
and the amount of candy I walked away with because somehow I convinced people that my character loved Tootsie Rolls.
Mm-hmm.
And I think one of the Halloweens I probably walked away with about 5 pounds of Tootsie Rolls.
Damn.
That's a dream.
Damn.
That was so good too.
Oh God, yeah, dude.
And oh shit, I just lost my headphones. Oh, but serious, but that was like I had more Tootsie Rolls then. And thank God I was working out at the time too. So it's like
I was about to say it's
Yeah.
about 27 calories of Tootsie Roll.
Dude, I know.
Yeah.
Like that.
don't tell me that. I just
I know. Like
I only know that because I saw a commercial.
I know for a fact. Like it's gonna. Like I'm looking at candy for Halloween. I'm looking at like candy around Christmas and cookies and pumpkin pie and shit like that. And I keep going back to like the Joe Exotic mindset. Like I'm never gonna financially recover from this. Like I am gonna have to walk from here to Mordor to burn those calories off. It is gonna suck.
come walking around Manhattan with me. You'd burn that shit off pretty quickly.
I need to. Mostly just because I need to get the fuck out of Texas.
Oh,
Just get the fuck out of this state.
don't we all?
Feel that.
No. I mean, the weather alone. It just summer won't
To-
die.
Today was the coolest day so far this year, and it
Yeah.
I think topped out at 80.
Yeah, summer won't die.
It was
80 yesterday at Manhattan.
Is it at least dry, or is it like really humid?
It was humid yesterday. I walked from 37th Street down to 14th to get my COVID test.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time I got there, the woman goes, "How you doing?" I go, "I picked the wrong day to wear pants."
Every
Yeah.
day is the wrong day to wear pants.
with how
Fair enough.
humid it is out here.
Fair
I work at a oil change place, and like I'm the lower bay tech. I work in the basement, and I reach up under the cars, and I don't have fans down there. The shop recently got flooded, so we don't have fans. I don't have anything down there.
Oh,
It's nothing but swamp ass in a dream.
That's the B-side for our next album, Kev.
That's it. Swamp ass
That's
in a
the
dream.
one.
So, God, if I had to pinpoint my best Halloween, that's hard because like I had the typical Halloween experience, right? Like I got to dress up every year. I know my worst costume, and it's weird to say worst because the intent behind it was so thoughtful, was when I was like, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6. I wanted to be a Ghostbuster. And like you just couldn't find Ghostbuster costumes in the 90s there, right? Like in the early 90s, you just didn't have them. So my mom literally took a cardboard box, shoved a piece of a garden hose in it, put some straps on it, and that was my proton pack. And like we had like khaki hand-me-down stuff that she slapped on me. And like it looked fucking clown shoes. Like this costume looked fucking clown shoes. But like the intention behind it was so cool because my mom's like, he wants to be a Ghostbuster? I'm gonna fucking make this work. And, for my part, being a 5 or 6-year-old with an awesome imagination, that garden hose was like, fuck yeah, Slimer. But objectively speaking, that was probably the worst costume. The best one, that's... Jason Voorhees was a big hit. Yeah.
Well, didn't you say it was super fucking hot when you went as Gandalf?
Oh, God. And that was the thing, man. That was the thing. The Gandalf costume was, first off, the amount of people where I'm dressed up as Gandalf, the amount of people that called me fucking Dumbledore. Yeah, how I didn't throat punch people that night is still beyond me. Because every time someone called me Dumbledore, I was like, Dumbledore carry a fucking staff? Is he doing that? Oh, it's my little brother.
Fandom.
It's
DC
my little brother.
fandom.
Hey, Logan.
Hello, Logan.
Yeah, DC fandom was great. It was awesome. Awesome trailers that Brad still hasn't fucking watched because he's not in the know.
Come on, Brad.
He's
I
just
haven't
trying to
had
spite
time.
me. He's just trying to spite me. That's
I'm
all it
seeing
is.
that all over Twitter, so I have to follow back up on it. I have to see.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. So, I don't know. I'm a real big fan of the Indiana Jones costume, but the best one probably had to have been Old Man Logan. Even though I didn't go anywhere with that, like that was the best.
I
one.
could see you as that. I could see
Yeah.
you as.
Just
Yeah,
standing
it was-
around your house, pole dancing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you got to keep the skills up. I mean, I know I don't
Got
show
to.
a whole lot of people, but I'm working. Yeah.
Just pull
Or the
her
one
back.
day he was vacuuming the stairs, and really where he was just showing his ass to everybody on video. So that's really what he was doing. So
Serving cakes.
stripper pole, ass vacuuming.
Stripper poles and ass vacuuming. Another great album title.
It really. We need to start writing these down, dude.
It's all up here. It's all up
Yeah.
here. I archive everything.
Yeah. Your archive has ADHD.
Squirrel.
If someone could look inside there, it'd make no fucking sense.
I don't know
No.
what HD is, but I got 80 of them motherfuckers.
Exactly. It's like the file cabinet scene from what's that stupid movie? Dreamcatcher. Except all the files are on the floor and on fire.
Exactly.
That's my brain.
Okay, so best and worst Halloween films.
Oh.
Yeah, best and worst. Let's go. Let's dig into the actual shit.
Halloween 3 is the best.
That is a very well-known opinion of yours, and I respect it.
Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Best
That is a good
or
one.
worst?
Best.
Okay. Brad,
How are you
best?
going to think that's the worst?
I'm just asking for clarification, you fucking combative fuck.
I mean, they could have had some horrible trauma about a pumpkin patch being left behind or something, and that's why it could have been the
Yeah.
worst. But no,
I think Robot Chicken did that.
oh my god.
My dad was a pumpkin.
I would say probably man. I would no. Here we go.
Worst.
Oh, is my wife in the chat? Hi,
Yeah.
Fungus,
baby.
fungus. Miranda.
Hello.
I would say probably one of the more memorable ones. Like it's Pumpkinhead.
Mhm.
Mm.
Like, don't ask me why. Just those are like that's one of the horror movies for Halloween that I remember most
Right.
for no reason. That's just what I enjoyed.
Yeah. So
Darn fine movie.
my best Halloween
Never
movie.
seen that.
I'm gonna. This is a bold one. This
No,
is a
it's-
bold one,
it's
'cause
like
it's
a-
not a horror movie. It's not a
You're a
horror
bold
movie
one?
at all.
Oh God.
No. Ernest Scared Stupid.
That
It's
is
the best.
amazing.
It's the
I
best.
love Ernest Scared Stupid so much.
It's the best. It's the
I need
best.
to watch that.
It's so
Yes.
fucking absurd. Like, it's so absurd because Jim Varney was like this madman, like absolute madman, and
I
like,
loved him.
oh, it was great. It was great, dude. Like,
Yes.
Killer
was incredible.
Clowns from Outer Space
Killer
is
Clowns
her
from Outer Space
best.
was good. That's our
It's
roommate.
so
Chris.
good. That's one
Jim
of my
Varney
comfort
is the
movies.
audio version of Mr. Bean, pretty much.
Yes, exactly.
Yes,
Comes from the same
100%.
school,
That's fair.
and like it has one of the best. One of my favorite lines in any Ernest movie is when instead of getting milk, he got miak, and they just made up what miak was. It's like, yeah, miak. Like it's the best. It's the best. So yeah, it's a strange pick, I'll grant you, but the best.
Yes.
All right, now worst.
Oh God.
Oh. This is hard because I like almost every horror movie.
It's tough because we're such positive people. We have to
I
like,
hate
actually-
horror movies. See,
Bad Halloween.
can I put every scary Halloween movie in that category because I fucking hate horror movies?
Apocalypse, no rules. Yes.
There you go.
Just it's like it's like someone does it. Don't go in there. You know what's gonna happen if you go in there. Like,
Exactly.
duh.
What's
yes,
the line?
but we are
what's the-
masochists, Mama does.
Yeah.
It's true. That's
What's-
true. And look, objectively speaking, there is something wrong with us because like we just watch horror movies just because.
Yeah.
Like it's like we're not trying to be scared. It's just like this is a comfort blanket. Like we just like watching people get hacked to pieces, right? Like so objectively speaking, there is something wrong with us. So you're not wrong in feeling an aversion to horror films at all.
So I have a question. Does it make me pretty bad when I watch movies like that? When it gets to the scary, gory parts, all I can do is I literally start laughing uncontrollably.
No.
I mean, it gets so
Not
bloody,
at all.
scary, all of that. All I can do is just laugh. I mean, I don't know where it came from, but that's all I do. It's just like,
No, there's nothing wrong with that because I'll tell you right now,
Oh, no.
when I'm watching Jason X, and
I
he's
love
in
that
the
movie.
and when he's in the virtual reality, and you know what happens with the
Yes.
sleeping bag and the camping ladies, and he's just whacking that sleeping bag up against a tree. If you don't
Dude.
laugh at that, we can't be
It's
friends.
the best. It's the best kill in the entire Friday franchise, in my humble opinion.
It's
just
chef's kiss. Chef's kiss.
Beautiful.
I have never seen any of the Jason movies.
I mean,
never.
Really? You just need to watch 1 through 3 and then 7.
Yeah. I mean, my personal favorite of the Friday the 13th franchise is 4. That's my personal favorite. It's weird to see Corey Feldman when he was still relatively a normal
Tommy Jarvis.
Yeah.
Such a good character.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What year did the first one come out? I mean, it probably was. I mean, I know I was probably still in. I had to have been like elementary school or something like that.
Was it 1980?
79.
Or was
79,
it
80?
Somewhere
Hang
around there. Yeah, we have the entirety of the world's knowledge at our fingertip, and we're here guessing.
Right? Oh, I have a worst.
1990.
Jason Goes to Hell. I hate that
one
movie so much.
Sucks so bad. It is.
Oh,
so
and Jason
awful.
Takes Manhattan. Jason on a boat.
That one, like the best.
Can you imagine Dracula singing the song? I mean, Jason singing the song "I'm on a Boat."
Oh my god.
Yes.
Like the only thing about Jason Takes Manhattan that bothers me is that like he's in Manhattan and I'm like, where are the Ninja Turtles? Why aren't they fighting Jason?
Where's the Muppets?
Well, yeah,
the Muppets already took Manhattan once.
Exactly. You have such fertile ground for an awesome crossover, and you did nothing.
That's right.
It was 1980, by the way.
Okay. There you go.
What's the Dracula movie you keep watching?
Which one was that? Holy fuck! Because I watch a lot of Dracula movies. I mean, as we've discussed,
Kev's Zorning for vampires. We know this.
I've got a thing with vampires. I always have.
We recorded the episode earlier today.
Oh, I can't wait!
It's good.
I'm diving into that shit because the last one that I think I watched was Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula, and it's that's one of my top ones. But you know what I have been diving into? The Hammer films, the old Hammer films. So they had 3 of them. Yeah, okay, so that's what my wife is talking about, the Hammer films. So one of them was like from 1958, and that was like the Hammer films in England were a take on Dracula that like Christopher Lee played the Count, Peter Cushing was Van Helsing, and they did a bunch of these movies from like
Mustache Dracula.
Oh yeah,
so
like,
good.
Like 1958 all the way to like the 1970s, and
that's so classic Halloween stuff. You know,
exactly.
like Bela Lugosi, Vincent Price.
Exactly.
Things like that. I mean, Vincent Price. I mean, come on.
Price can read me a bedtime story anytime.
Yeah.
Just be my grandfather. Please come back from the grave.
That's his voice, though. There was something about his voice.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's like Bela Lugosi as Dracula, right? That's the quintessential Dracula voice. Even with Francis Ford Coppola's iteration of the character, it's still shades of that, right? Like it's still part of that.
Have you watched the Werner Herzog vampire or Nosferatu movies?
No, but I have to now. Where did you find them?
They're on Shudder.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that because like I have an unhealthy obsession with vampires. I always have, like unhealthy obsession with them. I used to even write like my own stories that dealt with vampires. Like, yeah, I got a thing.
Okay. Come on.
I mean,
send me a link.
Nothing published, but you never know. I might might pull those out of mothballs. You never know.
Worst portrayal of a vampire in a movie ever. Go.
Okay.
I have an answer, but it's also my favorite.
Go.
Because Nicolas Cage in Vampire's Kiss. Yep. That is my favorite vampire movie of all time. Okay. But it's also just bat crap insane.
The most absurd.
And just nuts. I love it so much.
Okay. Worst. I have to go through the goddamn list. Okay, I got it. It's not even really a horror movie, but Blade Trinity.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, that portrayal of Dracula
Yeah, that was pretty horrible.
So bland and uninteresting and shitty.
He had
like
what, 3 scenes?
Like it was the whole concept of that movie was like, well, you know what Vampire Blade hasn't killed yet? Dracula. So fuck it, we're gonna use that guy. And it just like even Ryan Reynolds couldn't save that steaming pile of horse shit.
I don't know. You made a vampire Pomeranian is a pretty good fucking line there, but
dude. Okay, you know what? Okay, no, I take that back. There was a worse portrayal of a vampire in that movie, and it was Triple fucking H. Because yes, Triple H was in that fucking movie, and it was.
I forgot he was in that movie.
Well, but you know what though? It's you can't blame him. You can't blame him because it was mullet Triple H.
Still awful. Still
mullet
awful.
Triple H was awful even in wrestling.
I know mullets are in vogue again, and they're back
yes,
now.
No,
what? You know? Yeah.
Yes,
I'd rather be bald.
Yeah, I know it's a thing.
For it.
I know it's a thing, and you know, I
well, mom jeans are coming back too. So I mean, those whole like jeans from the '90s, those big ones. So I guess if mullets are coming back, then those jeans are there. So
yeah, I mean,
like for those who really, really lived through the '90s, I'm like, no, stonewashed jeans, no mullets.
Jinko jeans.
Green Lantern could be considered just how scary bad it was.
Yeah, my little brother's got a point there. That movie is on the trash pile of history for sure.
What about Tom Cruise in Interview with a Vampire?
Yeah. I mean,
Tom Cruise, that's I mean, right there, it's garbage right there.
I mean, Tom Cruise is a weird fucking guy. Like I'm not gonna try to sugarcoat over that. He's a weird fucking dude. But he commits to the bit every time. And he was Lestat, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, you know, I'll give him props for it. I mean, was it the best? No, but he has done worse. I mean, the Mummy movie he made was, yeah.
Don't remind me.
I know that because such a failed opportunity. Like, we're going to do a Universal Monsters universe, but we're basically going to fucking shoehorn a bunch of stunts around Tom Cruise because, you know, it's in his rider.
Well, I was about to say, but it's part of any picture he's included in, he reserves rights to make like major changes to shit.
Yeah. And I'm like, you know, you guys had a Universal Monsters universe. It was called Van Helsing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Right?
We want to talk about like
Van
2000s
Helsing was
movies.
decent.
Van Helsing.
Van Helsing was my bisexual awakening. Let's talk about that.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Here we go.
Every actor in that movie is hot. And the first time I watched it, I was like, oh, this is going to be a problem. And then it was for the rest of my life.
So you were right.
I'm in the closet now, so it's fine. Exactly.
Yeah, you know, that was a golden opportunity to build an entire universe around that. And you had Hugh fucking Jackman. Okay?
Exactly.
Like, and look, I've got an issue with Hugh Jackman. I do. I've got an issue with that.
He's too hot.
You shouldn't be that good looking, be able to act, to sing, it's just not fair.
He's got the prestige, Kev. He's got the prestige.
There is something wrong with him. I don't know what it is, but there is something about him that makes him unbearably human that we don't know about. But if I knew what that thing was, it would be able to justify all of the awesome stuff that he does. Like, I would no longer have to look at him with spite. But I need to know what that human thing is. Does he have like exceptionally bad
him and
VO?
Henry Cavill?
Yeah.
Yes, him and Henry Cavill.
There's got to be something wrong. Is it like
they've both got like Belial in a basket somewhere?
He's got just micro junk.
Exactly.
Yes, if there's any justice in the world,
that's usually Kevin's go-to.
Yeah, if there's any justice in the world, I mean, maybe it's girthy, maybe they got plenty of girth, but it's like a doorstop. You know,
it's
what
like
I mean?
a hockey puck.
I always go with tuna can.
If there's any justice in the world, Hugh Jackman's got a hockey puck. If there's any justice, if there's any,
Yes.
But Van Helsing was a perfect opportunity to build a full universe around that, and they fucking didn't do it.
I watched one of those underworld movies with Kate Beckinsale. Oh my gosh, talk about. But yet, you know, the premise of it like pissed me off at the end because supposedly like vampire A can like then bite somebody and then it goes down the line and that way. But yet at the end, she killed the top dude, thinking all those other people should then not be unvampired.
Yeah,
but yet they were still. I'm like, but you just said that they all because of that one person living. You kill them, and I'm like,
yeah. See,
this is stupid.
Yeah, I don't dig that concept of like if you take out the head vampire, they all die. Like I don't like that. I don't like that. I like it when movies treat vampirism like a virus. You know, like that's the best part.
Vampirism. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, like you know, what was it? What movies did that really well? Fuck, I'm blanking. Goddamn THC. Like Blade did that really well. Like the first Blade movie, and the first Blade movie, admittedly, is like a flawless vampire movie. It's a well executed vampire movie.
Agreed.
You know, that was a good example of them using it like that. You know what was also really fucking good that Brad turned me on to, and I wasn't prepared for it? Castlevania.
Yeah,
on Netflix.
Castlevania. They did the anime.
Yeah,
dude, I need to watch that.
I was not.
I love the game so much.
Yeah,
I was not.
They
prepared.
They did pretty much all the games justice.
It's fucking legit. Like
yeah, it's. I
like
love Trevor Belmont's character.
I watched it on a lark.
Once again, God has shit in my dinner,
dude. Like first off, Richard fucking Armitage. Like he, can,
yeah,
the dude's got a voice. The dude's got a fucking voice. Like he could, a few syllables and pants just drop. I'm just saying. Yeah. Midnight Mass was a fucking amazing vampire story on Netflix.
It's on the list.
It is. Now, the only criticism I have of this is it was very much like The Haunting of Bly Manor because it's from the same guy, and it's like 58,000 hours of like quiet exposition and character development, and then like 2 episodes of the good shit. And it's like
that's my jam, though.
I mean, it's like I'll give them credit. It sets it up right? Like they really lean into the setup. But it just took forever. But hey, you know what? It's not my fault you're not devoting any time to this. Okay, that's not on me. You figure out your own fucking life, you little shit. Great, we have.
That's what I tell the kids in Sunday school.
Yeah. We have a familial argument in the chat now. But like, yeah, it was really good though. Midnight Mass was really good. It was an interesting take on the vampire mythos. Very interesting, and well executed. Like really, I was digging it. You know, so where the fuck were we with this one? That one fucking took some
movies, best movies, worst movies.
Worst movies.
What's your worst, Brad?
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I can't find bad things. I mean, okay, it's a movie that someone's mentioned as their best, so I'm hesitant, but
do it.
The reason I listed as my worst is because it was never just a Halloween movie. My mother would find it on cable and she would watch it year round over and over and over again. It's not a bad movie. I enjoy it, but in moderation.
That is fair.
Hocus Pocus.
Okay.
I got tired of watching it so damn much.
Okay.
It's a good movie, but when Hocus Pocus comes on, if it's not Halloween, I'm like, no, I'm not fucking watching it. I don't care.
Fair enough.
You get tired of looking at Hot Witch Sarah Jessica Parker.
Oh my god.
I have trouble believing that.
Oh my god. I don't get tired.
I mean, but it's better if you save it for once a year.
I mean,
because you appreciate it more.
Sure.
I've never seen it before. I've never seen it.
I mean, it's what I like about it is it's peak 90s. It is peak early 90s.
I'm sorry,
Bette Midler.
Oh,
being herself.
I mean, come on, dude. Like, how is Bette Midler not hunched over permanently from carrying that fucking movie? Like, I mean, now granted, the cast around her, Sarah Jessica Parker, and I cannot remember.
I can't remember her name either.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm not doing her any justice because she was also in Sister Act and she fucking nailed that too.
There's only a website like IMDb that could help us.
If only. If
Here,
only,
who are we looking for?
if only, was it Mary? Was that the sister name, Mary? Because I have to say I got a special place for that movie because like my cat
Yeah.
is literally named after Winifred Sanderson.
Nerd.
I-
It's Kathy Najimy.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's that lady.
Ah,
That
yeah.
lady. And you know, so
Yeah,
Bette
Mary.
Midler had a good cast around her, but she carried that fucking movie. So Brad, are you excited that they're doing a sequel?
I mean, I'm fine with watching it. Again, it's a good movie. I'll see how the sequel goes.
I'm down. I'm down.
It's literally just, I kid you not, it did not matter what time of year. My mom would just be on, like, my mom would be going through the channel directory and she go, "Oh, Hocus Pocus, we're watching this." And I'm like, what if I don't want to?
You didn't have a choice in that matter.
Mm-mm.
No.
Oh God, what's
Nope.
my
I
worst?
forgot that
Halloween movie?
Thora Birch was in that movie.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, she's cute.
She is. She really is. I'm just scrolling through IMDb. I need to stop.
I'm starting to figure. I'm trying to nail down. Oh God, I know what my worst Halloween movie is. I know what it is, honey. If you're watching this, look at my eyes. Look me in the eye.
She is watching. I want you to know.
Scary Movie 2.
That's your worst?
That's
That's
the worst.
fair.
That's the worst. And you know why? You know why? Because every Halloween, and I mean every year, without fail, we start to compile our list of what movies we're going to watch. And invariably, my wife's like, Scary Movie 2. And everyone in the house just collective sighs. Like, I swear to God.
I was expecting her to open the door and come in there and beat your ass. I was just
She very well
Please
might.
do.
She very well might. You might see a chancla come running at my fucking head here.
see, like, Scary Movie 1 and 2 I'm okay with. 3 and like 3 onward got stupid. And I understand that's the point of them. But
that is the premise.
Like, yeah, I understand that's the premise of them, but like 3 and onward just kind of got unbearable.
And granted, like that's the Wayans brothers shtick. They've been doing that forever. I mean, they did a parody of Boys in the Hood with Don't Be a Menace, and it's lovely. It's lovely.
Oh, Scary. Oh, that's right. Scary Movie was the parody of Scream.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a point in
Oh, that's
time
right.
when those
Well, the first one, I think the second one was Poltergeist.
or like
It was a mix of Poltergeist and Exorcist and a bunch of others.
yeah.
I don't like those movies.
I remember the first one. Yeah, and I was like, I don't know.
the
The
first
Wayans
one's
brothers
Scream.
just get on my nerves after a while. I mean,
like there that kickstarted that whole era of like parody movies, and it was all awful. It was all terrible.
Mhm.
Like
So bad.
I mean,
Meet
like
the Spartans.
yeah, like you guys cannot be the cinematic version of Weird Al. Weird Al is in his lane, and he owns that fucking lane.
He does.
You can't transpose that into cinema.
he has a birthday coming up. His birthday is actually on next week. Next Sunday is his birthday.
He's an October birthday.
He'll be 62.
Wow.
My birthday is in 30 minutes.
Are you shitting me?
Yes.
Are you no, okay, this stream is going for another half hour. You are going to like how this is happening. This is happening.
Mhm.
We are going to cross the line into Boop's birthday on this stream.
That's right.
Posterity.
Boop Day 2021.
Yes.
Me
Yes.
day.
Yes. Okay. All right. So now we got to just fucking fill 30 more goddamn minutes.
I don't think we'll have a problem
No.
with that.
No.
We'll be all right.
No.
We'll be all right.
No.
No, between
We'll
the
be all
four
right.
of us, no.
All right. So we need another best and worst category. We need another best and worst category.
Worst Halloween candy, not apples, but just
But
candy.
Okay.
Dude.
So you want to get controversial with it. Okay.
Let's go.
Circus peanuts. I hate circus peanuts so much.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
I know what you're
I'd
talking
rather
about.
I'd rather eat styrofoam.
They're made of styrofoam. Like,
Yeah.
ugh.
Pretty much.
My mom loves those. Maybe
Dude.
that's why.
What are those like they don't even have a name. It's just a black or orange wrapper and it's some kind of like bullshit toffee.
Nectar of the gods, my dude.
I
I
was gonna
just
say
Ugh.
any taffy is delicious.
Exactly.
Salt water is the best.
And I know
but
I'm
any
gonna
taffy
go
is delicious.
I know I'm going to probably get canceled for this. And,
Well, you have to lick
Lucky
the paper. You open the wax thing, you spend more time
yeah,
like licking it off the paper than anything. So I get it.
I'm gonna say it, but candy corn. The fuck.
Ugh.
Like, I
Yeah.
don't. I don't
hate
even
candy
like
corn
corn.
so much.
I don't like.
I
candy
don't
corn.
even like corn. What makes you think I want a candy version of that garbage?
Blasphemy! Blasphemy!
I know. I'm sorry, but like, come on. And I know, like my best friend
Yucky.
Eric loves candy corn. He will eat a 5-gallon bucket of it in about 2 minutes. But it's just bleh.
Go back and read. I posted it on Twitter the other day. Somebody did a review of Brock's turkey Thanksgiving dinner candy corn, and they explained all the 6 different flavors that are in it. Oh my God, it's freaking hilarious.
That is a crime against candy.
It is. It's horrible.
That is a crime
like-
against candy.
I don't even like the little candy corn pumpkins. It just has to be classic, just plain candy corn. I
can't stand
I
it.
could eat a bag of those in probably under 30 minutes. I could eat it in under 30 minutes.
You know, okay, one of the worst candies, now and laters. Now and laters are some of the fucking worst.
I like now and laters.
Those are so sticky.
we used to buy those
Exactly.
at camp. They used to have those at camp in the canteen where you get the little package with 5 of them in it. And,
You
come
get
on,
the now and laters, you get the Powerade, and then you go back to your cabin and cry because you're at Bible camp.
Here's why.
Yes!
Dude.
You get it.
I hate now and laters because it always feels like I'm about to rip a tooth out.
Mhm.
Like I'm going to lose a tooth with this shit.
I'm pretty sure that's
Well,
why
I
I lost
mean-
a bracket on my braces.
I have a cap. I have a crown in here now. I will not risk it. I will not risk it because I don't even go to the dentist without the assurance that I'm going to be put under. Because if I am still even semi-conscious, someone's getting throat punched. It's not conjecture. I have seen me do it. When I was 10 years old, I went to the dentist. They did not put me out, and I fucking jaw-jacked that dentist the minute he started picking around my gums. Like, the last time I had to go get any work done, it was a full fentanyl trip. I went full Michael Jackson. You put me out, and then, we'll see what happens when I wake up. So now and later's not happening because I'm not going through the fucking process of getting this crown put back in. Fuck that.
My jaw hurts just thinking about them. Oh.
Mm-mm.
Especially ones that have been around forever. They were like petrified.
I think they just made them all in 1975, and they have not made any since. They've just survived.
It's
the
probably
entire
accurate.
time.
We make them now and we sell them later.
Exactly.
There you
Exactly.
go. Perfect.
Brad, what's your worst candy?
I'm not the biggest fan of like raw coconut. I would say most
He's about to
things
say
with
it.
yeah. I already see Des looking at me.
Come on.
Come on.
You guys have Adam. I'm not protecting him in this.
I
this
just
instance.
raw coconut. That's it. That's all it is.
Say
You
it.
It's
just-
not, though.
you
It's
just-
chocolate.
You
It's
just
an
don't feel like a
almond.
nut. That's all.
Exactly.
You just.
You awful person, Brad. Blocked and canceled.
I think one year where I made my kid go to extra houses just to find
More
out if
almond
someone would
joys.
give out almond joys.
Yes.
Yeah.
And no lie, I'm standing at the sidewalk. And I think at the time when I was taking my oldest around when she was probably like 9 or 10 or something. And I remember her literally turning away from the lady who got it. And she screams at the top of her lungs, "They had almond joys! We can go home now!"
Dude, I can't think of almond joys without thinking of the Ron Swanson line from Parks and Rec, the Halloween episode. He's like, "You have any almond joys? Because all I see are mounds, and mounds give me the squirts." Like, I can't get over that. Plus, that episode also has the most quintessential Ron Swanson moment when he goes to the hardware store and he's walking through, and the guy's like, "Can I help you? I know more than you."
Yeah.
Because that's like
the moment that solidified that I'm married to Ron Swanson.
exactly because that's like my best friend Muff. My best friend Muff will not like when he goes to a hardware store. He literally wears the face of like, "Don't fucking talk to me because I have built more shit than you have destroyed." Like,
Well, yeah, but Muff is also a combat engineer, isn't he?
yeah, he's literally built things just to make them go boom. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Wasn't he also EOD?
No,
No,
EOD
not
was
EOD.
different. So
Okay.
if you asked him to describe his job when he was deployed, it would be to drive up to an IED and poke it with a $10 million stick. That was his job essentially. Route clearance.
That's fair.
Yeah. Best candies. Go. I'm
Almond
not going to
joys.
go because I already know what mine is.
I still want to go for worst. I'd have to say anything licorice.
Oh yeah.
My ex-wife used to eat these little things called nibs.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
I mean, we would be in the car when you would open it. It just the smell of them, just like
Yeah.
put me in the foulest mood ever. It's just like what are you eating? Plastic? Because that's what it smelled like.
Yeah.
It just
Like
So
I'm not even a Twizzlers too. Like I don't even do Twizzlers. Like there's just something about the aftertaste of that that's just like not great.
It's a
Not
shade
great.
worse than ass, I swear.
Yeah, I mean, but at least like when you're eating ass, someone's getting something out of it. Like nobody gets anything out of a fucking Twizzler except
Other than
like
pink eye.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Dude. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh god.
All
No, I
right,
can't
Kev,
stop.
what's your best candy? Yeah, come on, let's get the brown eye surprise out of the way. So
Ironically, Reese's.
Yeah, dude. Like Reese's is the best. It's the best because it comes in pumpkins. They have a Franken cup now, which is really nice. They got
white
those.
chocolate.
They got white chocolate. They got soon coming to a corner store near you, Reese's butt plugs.
Exactly. I will invest.
Exactly. I am into the idea of versatile candy.
I will say the greatest shock of my life after I moved to Texas was when I went into a convenience store around Christmas time, and they have a packaged single cup that is a half pound. Yeah. It's a half pound Reese's cup.
Mm-hmm.
Come to Hershey Park, dear. You can get literally these Hershey Kiss chocolate things that are probably at least like a foot tall.
Mm.
And they're just
Not sure.
just
Challenge accepted.
Oh, yeah.
Because I have seen me take down one of those half-pound Reese's cups on my own.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't recommend it, but I've seen me do it.
I've thought about doing too.
Reese's cups with Reese's Pieces inside it. Those are good.
Fuck yes.
Don't like Reese's Pieces. Reese's Piece. No.
What? Reese's Pieces. That's what you have to
When
call
I
them.
saw-
Exactly.
When I saw that they were starting to put Pieces in the cups, I was like, God damn it. Every time I think I hate the 21st century, why am I alive? Reese's comes out with something new and awesome. And I'm like, okay, I'm cool with this. I'm glad to be
Yeah, you just
alive
take the
at
gun
time.
out of your mouth. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? Now, no, I have no reason to die anymore because I
you
also
go.
recently discovered chocolate-covered pretzels with Reese's peanut butter and chocolate on them.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
yeah. No, yeah. I've known about that for a while. I've been hunting them down. I haven't found them, and it's pissed me off.
You guys with no food allergies piss me off. I can't eat any of this stuff. It makes me so angry.
No, you know what they did? They took Take 5 and they put that in a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Yes, they did.
That was fucking delicious.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
Ugh.
I'm telling you.
What's the food allergy?
Gluten, dairy,
Oh, okay.
a myriad of other
So
things.
Anything
So.
chocolate.
I mean, I'm lactose intolerant myself, and
Are you fucking really?
yeah.
How have we been doing this for 4 years and I didn't know you were lactose intolerant?
Yeah, like that. I have to get lactose-free milk. I've got to find other like.
You've chugged whole milk because you burned your mouth with hot sauce.
Yeah, I'm not saying that I won't weaponize my lactose intolerance. I will absolutely do so.
That's part of the fun.
When you got to shit, you shit. Okay, come on. That's
man. No, there have been moments before just to spite my wife. I'm like, oh yeah, you okay? You want to play this game? And I'll throw down some actual milk, lactose and all, and then the fireworks. Like I will. It's like you're in a trench in 1915 in Ypres in Belgium, and then just the wave of chlorine gas just hits you. That's what I will admit if I have the audacity to eat with anything with lactose in it. Like I still will fuck with ice cream. Like I will. Consequences be damned. Like I will deal with the stomach ache, and I will deal with cracking the porcelain. That's a problem for future Kev. But when there's a thing of Ben and Jerry's in front of me, that's now Kev.
Yes.
So
that's a moment in time.
That's the epitome of now and later.
Exactly. Oh god! But that is the best part about being lactose intolerant. You get to weaponize it. You get
exactly.
That's a trump card you get to pull. It's like, oh, you fucking slighted me. buckle up.
With gluten, the only person that hurts is me.
Exactly.
I would just German up and get one of those old World War II gas masks that has like the long ass hose that makes you look like an elephant.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
German up. That's
I can see you walking around the house and your wife's like, oh, I know where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
No, the best thing about it now is I don't have to weaponize my own lactose intolerance just to get back at her. I don't. All I have to do is take my dog Fives and feed him apples. If I give him apples, he will blast our capillaries into dust. He will Thanos snap our capillaries. Like just it's unbelievable. Like
Just dead.
dude, when this dog rips ass after I've given him apples, I am proud. Like after I have been swatted across the face, I'm like, God damn, boy. I am proud of you. You know?
Okay, not gonna lie, I basically do the same thing with my daughter because she's old enough now. She's eating like the mush food and everything. Her absolute fucking favorite, I don't know why this is, she loves butternut squash. But if she gets like, if you feed her like a jar of butternut squash, her shits for the rest of the day are the worst. And they are plentiful.
Newborn and infant shits are.
Oh my God.
It's a that
It
could
gets
be
everywhere,
if that
and
was
it's so
weaponized.
sticky.
If that was weaponized, there'd be no war that you couldn't win. I swear. It's like it's
Oh God,
it's like this creeping pace that just like
Yeah.
So like if my wife makes me mad, like she'll make me mad one day, the next day, if I have the time, I'll feed her a full jar and like for breakfast. Feed her a full jar of butternut squash, send her to grandma's. And then it's like by the time my wife gets off at like noonish, it's like she gets over to my in-laws, and then that's usually the first hit. And because she's there now, she has to change it because it's her daughter too. It's like, I'm
I
at
swear to
work.
God. Professor Chaos at action here, man. That's some Professor Chaos action. I love it.
well, I would get to leave the kid in the diaper for a while. As soon as my spouse would come home, I'm like, oh, she must have just did it.
Let it fester.
That's
fester.
that's why it has to be breakfast, because I mean she's not gonna I'm work till like 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock sometimes. It's like she's not gonna let her sit in the diaper for 5 hours. That's just cruel.
I mean, rashes can be dealt with. You know, spite is forever.
Well, yeah, but that's why
So it
I'm
keeps me
getting my
going.
spite out.
Oh my god.
Oh man. So we've covered best candy, worst candy. We've covered diaper shits,
Yes.
lactose intolerance.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, we are. Joe Rogan can suck it.
Right?
I don't know why, but I found out recently I'm apparently subscribed to Joe Rogan on fucking YouTube. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I think maybe
was-
I might have subscribed when I heard like an interview with a MMA fighter that I liked, but I don't know.
yeah. There was a time when you could look at some of the guests he brought on, and you're like, okay, all right. It's jumped the shark, and
Mm-hmm.
I think it's this is just my working theory, is that like he realized he may be an idiot, but he ain't fucking stupid, and he knows what drives clicks. He knows what episodes get the most
Here we go.
views and therefore get the most advertisement money.
Unsubscribe. There we go.
Yeah, probably a wise idea. And you know, his content is more geared towards that now, and he's a fucking idiot. So there's that. But like the one transgression that I will hold against Joe Rogan forever is the platform he gave Jordan Peterson. Because of that, I cannot look through any Instagram reels, because I follow a lot of like powerlifters and stuff, without some fucking alpha doing like a collage of training with a Jordan Peterson fucking voiceover. And I'm like, dude, how stupid are you to take advice from that guy?
Very. He has one of the best-selling books in our store, and I don't know why.
Joe Rogan?
Jordan Peterson.
Why do I not know who he is?
You're better off not knowing.
Yeah.
You're really
It will
off.
just make you angry if you go through his stuff.
Yeah. I mean, like, in a nutshell, this guy is possibly singularly responsible for the most amount of red pilling of young men, but it's wrapped in the guise of like self-help and self-improvement. It's
yeah.
It's bad. It's bad. And he's also like partially responsible for propagating this whole idea of the alpha mentality and like just dudes not
toxic masculinity.
Men not
101.
being able to evolve. Men not being able to evolve. Like
exactly.
It's yeah.
Well, speaking of growing and evolving, at preteen, favorite Halloween outfit, favorite Halloween costume as a kid, growing up. What was your favorite?
Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me.
Do it, Brad. You're going first. Go.
Okay, so again, like we had Halloween and everything. We didn't do a lot. My Halloween costumes were pretty linear. When I was young, it was like Mickey Mouse, a pirate. As I think the one time I branched out, I was a discount store Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Love it.
Nice.
And then after that, it was just year after year of the same costume because it fit me. And it was a jumpsuit with a hood. It was goofy.
Okay.
It was a jumpsuit that you could wear. It had like legs. It had like cloth shoes that went over yours. It had a hood that you threw up that was Goofy's head.
Oh, it's a onesie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a footy pajama.
But
There's
like
nothing-
the feet were open. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no shame in jammies. Come on.
Fuck no, dude. You were comfortable, were you not?
Exactly.
Not really.
No.
Like you gotta like when I say it's a jumpsuit, it's the material was like a jumpsuit. It wasn't like cotton or comfortable or anything. It wasn't like actual pajamas. It was jumpsuit.
Oh, okay. Because I've got my Batman footy pajamas right in there. I mean, those were some of my favorite pajamas ever.
Believe if they weren't
My
$80,
jammies,
like I'm not the biggest Pokemon fan, but if they weren't $80, I would have Charizard onesie on right now.
Absolutely.
That's going to be the next live stream onesie party.
That would be onesie
People
dance
would show
party.
up.
Yeah. Watch me show up in a fucking romper.
Absolutely.
Romper Nation. Because like you only wear a romper. This is just my working theory. You only wear a romper when you know you are going out and you're getting fucked up. Like like that when the romper's on, it's party time. That's just my working theory.
When it's on, it's on. Just don't try to go to the bathroom in a romper because I'm sorry. That's just no.
I mean, it's definitely a common design flaw with a lot of women's clothing. Is like ease of access to use the restroom is not high on the priority list at all.
And pockets.
Yep, I just learned this. Yeah.
Don't get me started. I hate it so much. This is why I wear androgynous clothing. Not just because, gender euphoria, but like pockets. Please, dear God, give me pockets.
Yeah.
Well, and see, I learned how to. I know how to sew, and something that I found out I do for my wife. Like I will give her like whatever thing she's wearing at the time, like that she's like, 'cause she'll wear the same thing over and over again. I'll figure out a way to give it a pocket or two.
Dang, Brad, that's a love language.
Ever.
Yeah.
But I won't tell her about
Did you
it.
just say a love language? Oh my God.
Yes.
But like I won't tell her about it. I'll just do it.
Yes.
And then she's like, I don't remember this having pockets. Oh my God, it has pockets. Yay. I'm
I
like,
just found out that my jammies actually have
go.
pockets in it. This freaking Walmart moo-moo. So
Yes.
I got to bring this up. That's a weird flex, Brad, because like here I was thinking like I was a kick-ass husband when I just did the dishes without being prompted, and you're over here fucking sewing pockets on shit.
Yeah.
Fuck. I got to step up my game.
every wife's, I know. I mean, it's just like, that is pretty cool. Well done, Brad.
Well done. Indeed. I can't even fucking sew. I don't trust myself near a needle. That's why I haven't done heroin.
It's
That's the only reason.
Pretty much. Pretty
the
much.
only thing keeping you from hair.
I'm waiting to go terminal. If I ever get like a terminal diagnosis, that's when I'm going to start experimenting with needle drugs.
Yeah.
I had to get over that really quickly when it came time to start taking estrogen via injection.
There you go.
I got over my fear of needles really damn quickly. Let me tell you, it's
Dude.
like,
A friend of mine went on tea recently, and he is having a very rough time.
No, you know what? And that's actually very common because we have a friend that transitioned to male as well. And when they go on testosterone, like testosterone's fucking intense. Like it's fucking intense. I mean, like transitioning alone is intense because you're like, I'm going to go through puberty again. Like you're electing to go through that process again, which is fucking intense. But like there is something with testosterone where like it gets really fucking, because like testosterone, you even see this with like lifters who take like steroids, anabolic steroids, is it amplifies everything. So like all of your personality traits get turned up a couple notches and things just become just more amped, right? And it's a very common thing. It's why I don't fuck with testosterone.
Yeah.
That's why I don't mess with it. Yeah, like, I mean, there's going to come a point when I'm in my 40s where I'm like, you know, the quality of life, come on, you know, jack me up, doc. But
he was telling me recently, he texted me in the middle of the night, like, my butt is so juicy now that I've started taking tea. And I'm like, the things that you don't expect.
Yeah.
Just like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's
to go back to our...
cake.
Yeah, right. To go back to the original question, I have to think of Halloween costumes. One year I went as the Swedish chef.
Amazing.
Awesome.
That was
Love
the
the Swedish
most
chef.
fun ever.
Awesome.
But the downside was back in the late 70s, Halloween costumes, you know, like you wanted to like dress like, you know, one of the superheroes or something. The costumes were these like, I swear to God, it was like this vinyl nylon. It was the thinnest thing possible. And then the mask was this plastic shell that you had a thin little cord in the back, and the eyes were little holes, and there was a little slit for the mouth, and that's all you got.
Yep.
Amazing.
And it was just, they were like this stupid, like, oh, I'm going to go as Spider-Man or Batman. They were all the same thing. They were all, everyone wore that. It was just like a vinyl bag and these hard plastic things. And I'm like, you know, look at the stuff my kid's wearing. Like she just got the Vader costume. And I'm like, shit, we didn't have stuff like this. If we went on a Vader suit back then, it would have looked like it with a little slit in the like.
Yep. I remember my favorite costume from childhood, one that I wore near daily, even after Halloween, was I was the White Power Ranger one year. And, you know, it was literally, the costume was just the onesie, right? With the little bow in the back, you had the tie up.
Yes!
Yep.
And, you know, the mask was just it covered just half your face, but you didn't, like, now they have this nice, like, plush material that you can see through. And, you know, it looks real cohesive. You just had slits, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slits, something like that. And like, I remember just the moisture from breathing into that thing. Like your entire eye area was just like soggy and you know, a little damp to the touch.
You imagine what the man in the iron mask felt like?
Yeah. And like you were so unbelievably aware of the stank of your own breath. But like I wore that costume out. I wore it out. I went to the grocery store with that costume. I wore it around the house.
I can see little Kevy going around. I can see you doing
it.
My mom has a picture of it somewhere. She has a picture of me rocking that costume somewhere. I need to find it.
That needs to be tweeted. You need to find it, and that shit needs to be tweeted stat.
I'm
immediately.
I'm on
That's
it.
what I want for my birthday, Kev.
No, you know what? I did post a picture. I've got a picture of me when I was the Red Power Ranger one year. I do have that one. And, you know, not to put too much of a point on it, but the karate poses were pretty fucking on point. Okay, for a kid that never took karate, they were pretty fucking on point. I was.
Oh yeah.
Nothing.
How
far are we away from your birthday, by the way?
We have a minute and a half.
Ooh,
we do. Yeah,
you got a minute and a half.
Minute and 5 seconds.
Go, Boop.
But I didn't wear costumes as a kid.
Okay,
I wasn't allowed to.
Fuck it. Your best, most recent one.
Oh my gosh. I dressed as Coraline last year. That was pretty dope.
Nice.
I had a lot of fun.
Ooh.
I had the little doll as well, which is a birthday gift from several years ago. I don't know. I just had a lot of fun running around in a what's the raincoat? That's the word.
Nice.
My brain's out to lunch, but it's fun.
we're all there. We're
See,
all there.
Yeah.
At least
Got
I
the
got to go to
spicy apple juice.
Ooh. I got to go to Dragon Con last month in Atlanta, and I brought the Mama
Yes.
DeLorean helmet. And the best part was I found this like Catholic girl skirt from like Hot Topic that matched it.
Nice.
And so I did that, a pair of like white knee-high socks, pair of Mary Janes, and I found this like this polo shirt that was like, I mean, it was just all boobs at that point. Wait a
Love it.
minute. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to This has just got dragged down. It's like
I
we
know.
started it.
Happy birthday, dear Boop. Happy birthday to you. Woo!
Thank you.
Happy birthday, dear.
Oh, man.
I'm officially 26.
You're only 26?
Fun.
That's the reaction I was expecting.
God fucking damn.
I'm old enough to be your parent.
Yeah,
You are my parent. Come on.
Come on. 26 is a great age. That's an awesome
It
age.
is.
It is.
You're
I
still
remember-
in the throes of youthfulness.
I've already been disillusioned by many things.
Oh, it's great. It's
Oh yeah, the things that I mean, the stories that Boop and I could share would probably just like
Yeah. We would get sued.
I mean,
That's
my
okay.
parents already don't talk to me, and I don't talk to mine. So at this point, I'm like, what else can I do? You know,
Okay.
it's like,
That's accurate.
like if you want to sue the Force Losers podcast, have fun. There's nothing to take. There's nothing. What are you gonna take our audience? Ha! What are you gonna do?
Gonna
Come
take
on.
that pumpkin.
I want the stripper pole.
You can't have it. That's mine.
Kevin's
That's
got all
mine.
the good shit. Yes.
That's mine. That's for serving cakes. That's what that is for.
He is the baker boy.
That's a cool handle. That's a really cool.
You're
handle.
welcome.
Baker boy.
You're
He's got to
welcome.
be. He's lower to
Kev the
ground.
baker boy.
Check out my buns.
Oh god. I smell a new era of thirst traps.
Oh god.
Just Kevin a little ratatouille hat. A toque.
Oh god. Oh,
It just makes
God.
me think of that scene from The Longest Yard where Adam Sandler is holding the cowboy hat over his crotch, just lifts up his hands, still in handcuffs, and the hat stays there.
What is the Jane Silent Bob
Yes.
line? Dude, I think I just filled the cup. Oh god.
Damn it.
That seems like a good place to end it on, don't you think?
Fill
I
my
mean-
cup, Lord. I lift it up, Lord.
My cup runneth over.
My cup is full and running over. It's
Oh,
like
man.
Sunday school
Oh my
nightmares.
God.
Oh,
It's like,
God.
ah!
Come for the yuck, stay for the nightmare fuel. You know,
Exactly.
why not? Why
Come
not?
for the religious trauma.
We could make our own horror movie that I think most people could relate to.
Yeah.
Hell, why not? Why not? Why not?
So I have to say, at least Halloween's nice now. As an adult and a parent, I love Halloween. I love seeing the creativity of people. It is just, it's never ending.
Absolutely.
I mean, it is, it's, you know, and it's a shame that it was always looked upon so negative growing up, but it's like, I feel like I can appreciate it more now than ever.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Big
you
time.
see it through the eyes of my kids
Mhm.
and how excited they are about it. And that, to me, that's everything right there. I mean, that's just,
Sure.
I mean,
Sure.
so
I mean,
I-
I just dig it because it gives me an excuse to do this bullshit. You know? I mean,
you like it because you get your junk grabbed at least every Halloween.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying no to that. I mean, there are worse benefits. It's just I don't know who grabbed it. That's all.
It was a ghost.
Not even your wife knows. She's just like, I don't know if I grabbed
Still
it.
a mystery. Still a mystery. Still a mystery. I mean, but I mean, I'll echo the same thing. Like the creativity. Like for example, like just watching my wife piece together her costumes. Right? We don't necessarily buy our costumes from stores. We piece it together. You know. So the fact that she made such a smoke show, Laura Croft. but like also, I don't know. I dig the simple things like decorating and pumpkin carving.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all the stuff that's just so typical. Like I don't know. I relish it. That's why for me, spooky season basically starts in August. I know I'm fucking weird for that, but like August is like the
No, not at
preparatory
all.
stage. September is like we're fucking in it, and October it's just full bore. You know,
Mhm.
so
Yes.
That's
And
my life.
that's where I get to wear my Snoopy pumpkin shirt and all of that. So, that's where all the great pumpkin stuff comes out of the, it comes out of the, so yeah, it's
Fuck
all
yeah.
good. But I'm glad you did this, Kev and Brad. Thank you very much for
Yeah.
inviting us on, because it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
kind of fun just to talk shit about this holiday. So
Fuck yeah, dude. Thank you guys
Yeah.
for coming in, man.
Yeah,
Like, I mean,
absolutely.
Of course. And don't
What a-
forget, somebody goofs. It's actually about premarital sex.
the best kind. So real quick before you take off, because we have guests, where can everyone find you guys? Because I know you guys host some shows too.
Too. Oh, look under your bed. You can find me there.
Podcast Gremlin.
Open the lid of your toilet. I'm there too. I'm on the Nerd Herder cast, as it says on the box. We upload when the spirit moves and the moon is correct. So it's just exactly. Yeah, it's just me and John talking. We're gonna have a Dracula show coming out sometime next week, so look out for that.
You can find me on Twitter at Looks Jedi to me, and also our podcast 50 Minutes. We just released one yesterday, and then we should be recording tomorrow night. So it should be good. I'll let everybody in on a secret. We're doing Star Wars Mad Libs tomorrow night. So
Yes.
And also you can find a little spin-off that we've been doing of 50 Minutes. It has been officially titled Smelly Star Wars Superfans. And so hosted by myself. Actually, it's hosted by Boogs Kenobi. I am her, let's see, last recording I was her maid.
Mm-hmm.
I've been an assistant. I've been apprentice, Padawan. She's very, very much to put me in my place and let me know that. So we've been doing our reviews of Star Wars Visions.
Oh, nice.
And so that's kind of within the 50-minute things going on. So that's where you can find me acting like a big idiot. So
starting your podcasting empire.
That's
So
right.
fun.
The
Yeah,
Mama
man.
DeLorean. Mama DeLorean's doing her thing. So
Hell yeah. I love it when my friends are doing creative stuff. Love it.
yes, most definitely. And again, that's what cool's Halloween about. You can see
Exactly.
if you know someone's creative, Halloween, they go all out.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Braddy Boo.
What are you doing, Brad?
You can find me at Jiffy Lube underneath the floor.
If you
wishing
need
that
Jiffy
I-
Lube, just lift it.
just wishing that I could stand up a little bit higher and that car just take off the top half of my head.
I wish it was taller. I wish it was a baller. I wish
I know.
it
I was like, if I was just 6'6" instead of 6'4", God fucking damn it. Yeah. No. You can find me on Twitter at Intrepid Co-host, Xbox Grenadier117. Hell, what else am I on? Part of the Force Losers on YouTube, and where you can find podcasts everywhere. Anywhere you can find Kevin, you can find me.
Yeah.
I'm on the
You
Force Losers Facebook. That's where
Yeah.
else I am. I haven't done this in a month.
Yeah, no, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. I mean,
Yeah.
I still tell everyone the same thing. If you're watching it, you found it already. So I don't fucking need to tell you where you can fucking find it. But if you feel so fucking inclined, you can go to Twitter and at Force_losers. You could talk to my dumbass. It's babble and inane and stupid. Anywho, but yeah, we're also on podcast platforms. That's a thing. YouTube and fucking Spotify and fucking Apple iTunes, and you can suck the corporate teat of whatever fucking streaming service you want to use. But yeah, anyway, fuck that. I fucking hate promotion. I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
Great.
Because it's like, who's fucking paying us
He's-
for this? Like, nobody's fucking doing it.
He's a giver, not a receiver.
Very much so. Very much so. I'm generous. Kinda. Ish. Maybe. I don't fucking know. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us.
Yeah, it's been a blast.
You know, it's been over a month since we've done anything, so it's really fucking awesome to come back and hang out with friends. Because ultimately, that's why we do this shit, just to hang out with cool people. So,
And also to wish Boop happy birthday too. So
yes, and we got to usher in her fucking birthday.
You
Posterity
did. It was
for the
lovely.
win.
Turning
Yeah.
26. God damn it.
Yep. 26 going on eternity.
Going on 57.
Fucking A. Well, thank you guys so fucking much for hanging out with us. And happy fucking Halloween.
Yeah.
happy Halloween, everybody.
All right. And with that, you guys know how we end it. You know how we end it. So,
Yes, we do.
all right. Okay, ready, guys? Ready?
Yes.
And a one,
One,
and a two,
two,
and a three.
Three.
Later,
Later,
bitches!
bitches!